Yo, it's jam packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check 1 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat and the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a pod, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack.
Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Hey, Drew.
These
It's your
defensive
boy.
teams. Kate Cunningham, what? Mike, just concede, man. It was about not being in the play-in, bro. Just concede. Just concede already.
We're back
What's going
with
on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know.
Oh, welcome back. What up, Jam Packed? I'm MK, I'm your host. Welcome back to another episode. We're going to start off real quick because there's lots of things to cover and start bringing in our guys, John M83. What up, John? How you doing today?
What's up, bro? How we doing?
You know we can't do it without TeslaMase. Was that the thank goodness we got Mike Evans?
If it's Mike Evans from several years ago, yes. If it's Mike Evans from the last couple years, no. I told my brother, hey, we got Mike Evans. He says, for coach? I was like, you're a jerk.
Dang. And for people who haven't done anything in free agency yet, Jack Gaspee.
Ouch.
It's a rough start, man. It's a rough start.
I'm gonna give you a heads up, man. Okay, so everybody knows I'm a Raider fan. I've been a Raider fan for forever. The Raiders never make moves on day one. Never. Yeah, this is the first time. And the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, just as soon as he unplugs. All right. They never make moves on day one. So when it came across my feed that the Raiders made some moves, I was like, we talking about NFL? They made moves? We usually wait till like day 4, day 5. And that's why we end up picking up all the trash and washouts, essentially. Oh man, lots to cover in the NFL. There's so many pickups. Started free agency happened this morning, and right off the bat, I think the biggest, at least to me, the biggest free agency pickup so far has been K9 to the Chiefs.
Agreed.
I mean, Mahomes is already strong as it is. who knows where Tyreek is going to end up. But to solidify the Chiefs running game in the Super Bowl MVP is not good news for the Raiders. That's all I gotta say. Not good news for the Raiders. Let me start off, and we'll start kind of running through these because there's so many signings. By the way, Alohi Gilman, Kahuku native Alohi Gilman is heading to the Chiefs on a 3-year deal. He was the one that was traded from the Chargers to the Ravens and allowed Kyle Hamilton to kind of do his thing. Well, Ravens didn't pick him back up, and so now Gilman is going to the Chiefs, which is nice because the Chiefs seem to be losing all of their DBs.
It's true, dude. Rams are loading up on Chiefs DBs.
Super Sole in the house. What's up, Super Sole? And Tyreek is definitely not going to the Bengals. I mean, let me rephrase that.
This would be crazy.
It would be funny if he went to the Bengals because they're going to need it, and they're going to have to put up 60 points with the way your guys' defense is. Oh man, let's see. The Steelers ended up picking up Rico Dowdle. That was a
I like that
move.
That's a good.
Oh yeah, so do I. But the problem is that Tomlin's not there anymore. So
Wow.
Is the new regime gonna stick to? Are they gonna play old school Steeler ball?
Well, it's going to be interesting because they. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Go for it, John. No, go for it.
Well, they traded for Michael Pittman too, right? So you kind of don't know what you're gonna get out of this new regime. They got a running back, they got a receiver. We're just gonna have to see. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: is Rico Dowdle. I don't know that he's an all-star, right? I mean, he ran well, with the Panthers there when he got a shot. But I thought they got him on a good deal, and I think that's the big thing about it is I'd take him over who their other backs were, personally. So that's
fair enough. J.K. Dobbins is re-signing with the Broncos, 2 years, $20 million. Broncos deciding to bring him back. A little bit of a Spider-Man meme situation going on in Buffalo. Quarterback Kyle Allen is going to be backing up quarterback Josh Allen. If you are part of Bill's Mafia, be aware of which number you're buying, just in case. This is kind of a full circle moment for the Raiders. Raiders ended up giving a first-round draft pick up to the Packers for Devontae Adams years ago. Packers went on and drafted Quay Walker with that first-round draft pick, who is now signing with the Raiders. So let's see. We have left tackle Jones is back to the Bears on another 1-year deal. Jack, I want to hear your thoughts on the Eagles letting go of Blankenship. He's heading to the Texans on what looks like, at least on paper, going to be a ridiculous defense.
Yeah, dude. I know, it's crazy, man. Like, first of all, Texans defense just gets better, I mean, they already had, you could say they already had the best defense in the league. I mean, up there with the Broncos and, Seahawks and all the Eagles, all those guys. But, yeah, I don't know what the plan is right now, because I don't know, at least from my perspective, I'm like, well, I mean, we did re-sign Jordan Davis, but I don't think Jordan Davis is worth being paid the highest nose tackle in the league. And then, you lose one of your core, veteran secondary pieces in Blankenship, and then Nakobe Dean, another core guy in the linebacker room, he leaves. Yeah, it goes to the Raiders. And then you got Jalen Phillips, who I think is the biggest loss. He leaves. And I mean, that Panthers defense is going to be able to rival. It's going to be one of the best defenses, at least in the NFC South. I mean, it was already great last year. Now they have a better edge rusher, So, yeah, I don't know what the plan is right now. Like, I'm just because we already had the cheapest defense in the NFL last year, and it was phenomenal. But now losing 3 of our best players, I'm like, well, like I don't know what the plan is, So I'm not happy on day one as an Eagles fan for sure.
Yeah, that Panthers defense is going to be unreal. They also picked up the Jaguars linebacker Devin Lloyd to a 3-year, $45 million deal. I mean, they're going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
Going to be pretty solid. What, in your guys' opinion, what was the biggest takeaways in free agency in the first day?
So John and I were talking earlier, and we're like, man, Alec Pierce just re-signed. Never thought I'd say this 2 years removed from like the Niners having a plethora of receivers to not having anyone. And then all of a sudden John hits with Mike Evans, and I'm like, what? And he's like, we got Mike Evans. I'm like, you're lying. No way. And then it became official. So John broke that news to me, and I was pleasantly happy. I still like Mike Evans. I think he's a great tall target. And it was I'm just happy to have him, man. I know he's been injured the last couple of years, but I if I'm not mistaken, I think he had last year was the first year where he didn't get 1,000 yards receiving in his entire career. So I think it takes a lot of pressure off Pearsall. I still think we have work to do on the receiving core, but now we're working like picking up a third receiver, a slot guy, or another wideout if Pearsall is going to play the slot. And I'm excited about it. I'm happy again. We needed a big splash, and I believe we got a backup center too, if I'm not mistaken, right, John? We had another signing that's solid. I mean, he's not a huge name, but we need to start addressing the Trent Williams situation and what's going to happen. So I'm happy. Obviously, I go home for the Niners on that, and so. But Mike Evans, man, you got a Pro Bowl receiver on our team that really is a really good contract. I mean, essentially, from what I was reading, $16 million guaranteed. So you're talking about a guy who literally, we essentially got him on a 1-year deal if we want, right? If it doesn't pan out. So I'm excited.
What up, Oscar? Welcome in, good sir. John, what do you got?
So I'll finish Mike's thought and then add my own. So excited with Mike Evans getting there, but I'm excited because I'm hoping he can kind of teach some of the younger players like Jordan Watkins. I'm really excited about him. I was really excited last year, but he just, whatever reason, I couldn't remember if he was injured or just was kind of the odd man out in terms of receivers. But I have a feeling he's going to get his chance this year. I'm hoping he can. Mike Evans can also help with Cowing, because I think Jacob Cowing is a good receiver as well. So hopefully with the veteran leadership there, we can pick something up and get some rhythm going for our receivers. I'm torn on who had the best first day. I don't know if it's the Giants in my opinion or the Titans. I'm going to choose the Giants because I have the roster in me for what they've picked up. But Isaiah Likely, the tight end from the Ravens, went to the Giants. Huge pickup for Jackson Dart because it gives him an extra weapon. I think Likely needed to move as well in order to get some, I'll just say to get some more opportunity, because I don't think he got as much opportunities as I think his skill set allows. They picked up Jordan Stout, which is a pretty good punter. Tremaine Edmonds, big linebacker for the Giants, right? That's a huge piece for them, and I think that's going to be great. Jermaine Eleanor, which is an offensive lineman, and then Isaiah Hodgins. So not a big receiver, but couple of players to shore up kind of the second string, and then Ardarius Washington. So I think the Giants made a splash on day one. I think that's going to be helpful for their offense mostly, and their defense too. I think they paid a couple good defensive players. So I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm curious on what's going on in Dallas. I heard Nakobe Dean was offered the exact same deal that the Cowboys offered him, the exact same deal that the Raiders did, and he shied away from the Cowboys. Like, what did he not want to stay in the division? I'm kind of curious on what's happening there with Jerry.
That, he just couldn't do it to him. Had to at least leave, the NFC East.
Or did Now with him being signed to the Raiders, he actually joins his. I mean, it seems like the Raiders are trying to build the Georgia defense all over again, I guess, because they were former teammates, him and Quay Walker. So it'll be interesting to see. The Saints reached a deal with Travis Etienne.
I like that signing a lot for them.
Now there's questions looming around the league whether Alvin Kamara will be moving on from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Could he be traded?
Sorry.
Would they release him? And if so, where would be the best fit for Kamara?
I'm gonna go bold and I'm gonna say Kamara needs to retire.
I think so too.
He's got a lot of miles on him. Been hurt the past couple of years. I think last year, even through the first 10 weeks, I think he played every game, and I think he was averaging like 30-something yards a game. I think he had 0 touchdowns. It's
Spencer
a different
Rattler.
game. It's a different game.
Spencer Rattler.
I'm just saying, it's a different game. It's a different game now than what the game was when Kamara was in his prime. So, I mean, I'm not saying he can't be a number 2 somewhere, but his days of being a starter are long gone, in my opinion.
So shout out to my boy Kelsey, who's a Broncos fan. He was really hoping Travis Etienne landed there. And the fact that he didn't means that the Broncos had to re-sign J.K. Dobbins, which is injury just waiting to happen, unfortunately. And I thought for a second, like, what if Kamara went there? You get a good quarterback, right? Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, how much better is Kamara than Dobbins in terms of injury prone, or just like, there's a lot of miles on the tires, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't necessarily think that would be a good fit. So I do agree with Tesla. I do think it's time, man, and he probably needs to just hang it up.
One of the better offensive guards in the league, at least he's been consistent throughout his career, is Isaac Seumalo. He was with the Eagles for a little bit. I think he won 2 championships with them. And then the last 3 years has been with the Steelers. I was really hoping that the Raiders would pick him up because that would have shored up the inside of our offensive line, which we're gonna need it considering who we're going up against. I think all the big news has been Robo. They're not gonna do nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's true.
I think Burrow's dating Jessica Alba, if I'm not mistaken. So his 29-year-old dating a 44-year-old Jessica Alba. So probably his child stuff.
I'm just saying, I don't feel any sympathy for him having to go up against Myles Garrett or all these other guys, TJ Watt, because you're dating Jessica Alba. Like, hey, tough it out, bro. That's on you.
Yeah,
paid and Jessica Alba's not bad.
Local
whatever
girl right there. She's from Pomona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the Bengals do, they're gonna have to solidify their O-line for sure to protect Burrow. Otherwise, he's gonna be on the
retired.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the IR list for years to come. Now that Joe knows ball. Yeah, Super Sole. So especially when you gotta go up against now Max Crosby, TJ Watt, and Myles Garrett, dude, 6 times every year is nuts. I do not envy them. There was a source that said that Sean Payton actually texted Max Crosby when he found out that he was getting traded to Baltimore and said, "Can I book you a private plane on the way out? Like, thank you for leaving the division. Wow. I'm so glad I don't have to face you anymore." Yeah, just madness. Absolutely madness. John, I think to your point, the Giants are making some pretty sneaky moves. The Tremont Edmonds is going to benefit from that monster D line that they have. I mean, they got 3 really solid pass rushers. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Speaking of pass rushers, the one that hasn't gone off the board yet is Trey Hendrickson. Now,
I'm shocked.
I am too, but is it because of his age? Why do you think he's still on the board? Is he that big of a does he have that many suitors, or is he not getting the numbers that he actually wants and is kind of holding out?
It's a great question.
Thoughts?
I think the problem that you, or I guess the chances that you have for holding out, possibly getting the money, but you might land on a worse team. That's what scares me, right? For him, because like maybe it's the Jets, but then do you want to go to the Jets? Like I don't know, right? But that's something that worries me.
No,
yeah,
and no.
But that worries me, right? Like I worry every day that goes by. You know, you got to figure out what your money situation is, but you know, you don't want to go to the wrong team either.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know. I think if you threw a couple extra zeros and commas, I would go to the Jets, guys. So I mean, he was on the Bengals. Like, he's used to losing, right? Like, I mean,
he had a quarterback that could throw, an offense that could score. Like the Jets, you're not going to do either.
I know. I'm just saying. I think with him, maybe just not a lot of teams want to deal with them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's red flags.
There probably is. There probably is. They're probably going to try to get him on a cheaper deal. But he's still left on the board. Let's see. Linderbaum's gone. He's with the Raiders. Jalen Phillips signed with the Panthers. Alec Pierce re-signed with the Colts. Let's see. Rasheed Walker re-signed with the Packers.
What do you think? What do you think happens to Pacheco on the Chiefs now? You think they keep him, or
why not have a two-headed monster?
Well,
I don't know what his contract
right?
is. I don't know what his contract is. Is he team friendly? Like I don't see them moving on from him, but who knows?
Yeah. And the Seahawks are just rolling with Charbonnet. Is that their intention?
I guess. Even though he was hurt. I mean,
Charbonnet was good though. I don't think he had a fumble last season at all, which was really good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oweh ends up signing with the Commanders. That's a good pickup for them. Titans end up picking up D lineman John Franklin Myers. Titans also picked up cornerback Alante Taylor. Let's see. We talked about Quay joining the Raiders, Mike Evans joining the Niners, Trey Edmonds with the Giants. It seems like the Rams are just kind of poaching the Chiefs for their cornerbacks. They not only traded for McDuffie, but also signed Jalen Watson as well.
They re-signed Curl too, right? Didn't they re-sign Curl?
I believe so, yes.
A couple of days ago. I thought they did.
And the Dolphins end up going all in, I guess, on Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird to me.
I don't know if he done anything to deserve that much money.
He's been a solid backup, but this is like his first chance as a true starter.
Yeah, I'm blown away by that. I mean, I know he played decent when Jordan Love went down, but I'm like, I feel like this is Tua 2.0. Like, at least, I mean, what are we doing? And then Tua going to the Falcons is weird to me too. Like, the Falcons just like can't go 2 years without the same starting quarterback. Like, I mean, you had Matt Ryan, they spoiled him, and that was it.
I remember when they drafted Penix, and the GM was literally in an argument with the owner about why he drafted Penix. What was that, 8th or something like that? And it was like, calm down, like we kind of know what we're doing, blah, blah, this is the plan. And now it looks like they're panicking on that plan. Like, okay, I get it if you were to sign Tua as a backup, but at the same time, because Tua is a little more injury prone. At the same time, if you're counting on Penix being your starter, at some point you're going to end up having to go with your backup because he's also injury prone. So I don't get it. You're going to be like the Browns when they were starting 7 quarterbacks in the same year. Like it's going to be really weird. Especially with, the lack of quarterbacks that are going to be out there in free agency. Speaking of quarterbacks still in free agency, Kyler Murray still out on the board. Still has not been signed yet. He's another big name still out there. Along with Romeo Dobbs. He hasn't been signed yet. Thought that was weird.
John Wanzo.
The only move I saw that the Seahawks made is that they re-signed Shaheed. Gave him an extension. Let me see if I can.
They got rid of Mafe. I don't think Mafe, or maybe not get rid of, but maybe he signed somewhere else. But I don't think Mafe's there anymore.
Bengals signed him. Bengals signed Mafe.
Good for us.
Maybe the Bengals do know what they're doing. Bro said what's weird is all Cincy fans. You're not wrong. Super Solid. I think that's a knock on you, my guy. Let's see here. Any other big Stephon Diggs still on the board? Mm-hmm. I mean, you still have some. I mean, you have some veteran guys that are still on the board, but if you look, all these guys are over 30. Like what I think what shocked me the most with the Raiders signings, especially day one, is they were all under 28. I'm like, we're trying to get younger? Since when does that happen? We usually get all the older guys. Like what?
I think Tom Brady's helping out over there.
I hope so. I hope Tom Brady took some duct tape and taped Mark Davis to the chair, put some duct tape over his face and said, "Okay, I'm going to make the decisions. You just relax." Tired of seeing the Raiders sign all the washed out guys. Let's see. Diggs is still on the board. Bosa is still on the board. Wan'Dale Robinson ended up signing with the Titans. That'll be a good weapon there for Cam Ward. Mm-hmm. We talked about Rico Dowdle. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. I can feel it coming. It's coming somewhere. Okay.
Look into the light.
Kenneth Gainwell ended up signing with the Bucks. I was really surprised that the Lions let Alex Anzalone go. Like they didn't try to re-sign him. He ends up signing with the Bucks as well. I mean, he was a huge deal especially in the early Dan Campbell days. It's been a solid part of their defense.
What do you think about the Lions? Do you think that they're a contender?
It's hard to tell. I mean, I think they did have a window. I don't think their window was as big as they think that it is. I mean, they're moving a lot of pieces that were kind of like staples on their gritty team. No, Montgomery's not there anymore, so you're putting more weight on Gibbs. Okay, yes, they still have St. Brown, but moving on from Anzalone, they moved on from Amik Robinson. He's no longer there. I don't know. It's hard to tell whether it's Dan Campbell's coaching Like, obviously, he's a great coach, was able to turn that franchise around. But is his play calling going to continue to nip him in the butt? I think that's the biggest question with the Lions. I don't know if they're going to.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're a
I mean, you
contender.
look at them and you're like, a couple years ago, you're like, oh, now the Lions are good, right? And would they have one season really? And now are they even the division favorite? Like, are the Bears better? Are the Packers better? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of.
I'm still up in the air with the Packers. Like, I don't know if they're. Who knows what they're doing?
I think the Packers got worse, not better. I don't know that Jordan loves the guy, to be quite honest. And if you're shopping your receivers, like, who's going to catch the ball?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know what to tell you there. So I don't know that they know what they're doing. So not a big believer in the Packers right now.
Sure.
Let's see. More 30-year-olds on the 30-year-old pluses on the board. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers up there at 42. Kevin Byard's 33. He's still on the board. He's still a free agent, along with Kirk Cousins. He's 38. I mean, there's a lot of older guys. Debo's 30. Bradley Chubb, he's 30. He's still on the board. I just don't know if any of these guys. I mean, Goddard's still on the board. He's 31. I just don't know if any of these guys are going to be signed within the first couple of days. Maybe after the draft.
I would take Goddard on a 1-year deal just because Kelsey. Sorry, I say Kelsey. I'm looking at Kelsey right now. Sorry, Kittle's going to be out. You know, up till week 15. So I'll definitely take Goddard on a 1-year deal and just let him prove himself again, and hopefully he has some good looks so that way another team can pick him up. But Goddard's definitely serviceable. I hope the Niners can do something with him.
Oh my allergies are killing me.
See, Kenny Pickett signed with the Panthers. The guy you traded for.
Just wild, bro. Just wild.
That's crazy.
Pickett's on the move again, which is fine. That leaves one quarterback on the Raiders roster right now, and that's AOC.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know,
We're going
man.
for Mendoza then on one pick.
Oh, please don't. I don't.
I guess they must be, right? Because I mean, who else is there?
I mean, it's got to. I mean,
I feel like when you
outside
pick
of
up
the vets. All right. Do I necessarily want to see them drop a lot of money on Kyler Murray? No. I know they're going to need. They've got to have some.
Kyler Murray, or would you rather than pick up Mendoza?
Depends. I know that next year's quarterback draft class is a little more loaded than this year.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if a couple of those quarterbacks came into this draft class, would Mendoza still be the overall number one favorite? There was an argument earlier in the year that it was going to be a toss-up between him and Dante Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, could we trade back and still get Dante Moore? And so my holdback with Mendoza isn't just necessarily his play. It's okay. If I were to even compare him to next year's draft class, where would he land? Would he land number one overall? I don't know. I don't think he did all that well last year. I mean, stats wise, I get they won the one national championship, and it's great Cinderella story, but stat wise, he doesn't really compare and stand out to a lot of the other number one overall draft picks that we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
So
or just Heisman Trophy winners.
Yeah, or Heisman Trophy exactly, or Heisman Trophy winners. Period. It's just, I have my reservations. I really hope we can. somehow figure it out, even if it's to bring in a vet for a year, kind of gap that bridge. I'd be okay to go 500 again this year, or at least.
Bridge the gap.
I mean, like we're in a hard division, right? So it'll be weird to see. It'll be weird to see how the division pans out. I mean, Chiefs were number 3 in the division. That's shocking. I don't think anybody thought that the Chargers would start off the way they started off the season. All right, give me a second.
So Kendrick Bourne signed a 2-year agreement with the Cardinals, 2 years, $12 million. So he got his $12 million. He was asking for that. I feel like he's serviceable enough. I kind of wish we would have at least gotten one more receiver under our belt, but I don't know. Maybe we don't need him. But if he's going to go somewhere, goes to the Cardinals, and they don't have a quarterback right now, so I'm not too worried about that.
Not too worried yet.
But who do you pick up now?
I mean, I'm sure we're going to probably draft somebody. And I think they're, again, like I have a sneaky suspicion that they're a little higher on Cowing. Jacob Cowing, he's got to stay healthy, but Cowing is returning kicks and punts for us right now. Him and Skylar Moore were taking turns. I think this is Cowing's year. He's got to figure it out, because if not, I think he gets cut. So he's going to have to, play, show something big this year. I think, again, Watkins is year 2. I'm probably higher on him than anybody in life, and that's fine. But I think if he can put something together, I'd like to see him like a number 3 receiver. He's got a body to be a number 2 and possibly a number 1. He doesn't have the speed, but he can catch the ball in traffic. So excited to see kind of what happens there. But I don't necessarily know what we do in the interim. We'll probably draft another receiver. Hopefully not with 27, but we'll see. Ideally, we have some holes to shore up on the defensive and offensive line. I think that's probably needing to be addressed first, and we'll need a cornerback at some point too. So,
Is there anybody left on the free agency board that you guys would love for your teams to pick up?
I mean, I don't know, man. I think we've already mentioned him, Trey Hendrickson. I'd like to see him come in for just like a year or two, like give him a full healthy season. I mean, he led the league back-to-back 17.5 sacks, right? So I know he's getting up there in age, but at this point,
I mean pairing him with Jalen Carter would be insane.
Yeah, that would be a great point. Yeah, just someone, bring somebody in, because at this point we need some replacements on the defensive end. I mean, on offense, I don't know, man. Like, we just need to just keep AJ Brown for one more year, dude. Like, just hopefully things go well with Sean Mangan, and then I don't remember his name, but the Buccaneers quarterback coach, I think they brought in. So yeah, just have AJ Brown stay for one more year, get another scheme going, and if we can get him more touches, just get him more involved in the offense, and we can just get a few replacements on defense, I think it's still looking good for us. But yeah, we need some defense.
Niner boys, do you guys see anybody still left on free agency that you would love to see them bring in?
So I'll go first, Mike. I like Noshawn Wright from the Bears at cornerback. I think we need to shore up our cornerback room, and I'd love to see him. I don't know how much he would command from a financial standpoint, but if it all made sense, I'd love to see him on the team.
Well, do you, Mike?
So I think I'm really curious about the draft. We have we have quite a few picks this draft, and so
where do you pick first round?
What's that?
What's your earliest pick?
I think it's 27. But
yep.
Yeah. But I think if we just focus on the line on both sides. So I don't know if you know this, but we're the oldest team in the league. and
Ugh.
we actually got older signing Mike Evans.
So you want Bobby Wagner?
Yeah, let's bring him on. I mean, and realistically, I'm not like super high on this season with as good as I think the Rams are. Like, and
Yeah.
you know, we still have the Seahawks in our division. I'm almost like I don't need to make any splashy decisions right now, right? Like, but I do think we need to focus on our line, both sides of the line. I'm almost considering potentially trading Bosa, and try to get some picks and get younger. And you know, he's been injured the last 2 seasons. We got Kittle out pretty much the whole year this year, so you know, you add another year under his belt before next time he plays. McCaffrey, obviously, we all know how many miles he's got on him. So I'm not saying that, like, it's not like this season's bleak, because I do think, you know, with all those guys, we can still have a good season and potentially make a run. But at some point, like, I do not want to rebuild that's going to take 6 years. And so I think we really need to focus on those lines on both sides, like ASAP, and maybe all in the draft. Just get some guys. You know, I mean, think about our best receiver potentially, or player who's, you know, somewhat young, is Ricky Pearsall. You know, and that's a problem to me. So I don't want, like, if we're not going to compete and win a Super Bowl, like, let's just get young and start rebuilding. You know.
So let me ask this question real quick. So would you take, and we're already old, okay, so just understand that. Would you take Dre Greenlaw on a 1-year deal, kind of shore up linebacker spot? Do you think that kind of helps our defense in any kind of way?
I do. I mean, Dre and Fred are buddies, right? And they really feed off each other, and it's crazy. The issue is staying healthy, right? Like,
Sure.
If Bosa's playing like old Bosa, and we got the linebackers of Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, like, that's dangerous, right? That's really dangerous. And then, you know, we do need to get, like you said, cornerback help. So I guess I just don't. Your question, Mike, was who do we need to sign, or who do we really want? Like, there's no one that I'm like, let's go out and get him. You know, I like the Mike Evans sighting, and I like I said, more than anything, I like the guaranteed money that we're getting him for. But at the end of the day, like, I think I really just want to get younger. I want to get better and younger. And I really think the Eagles did a great job at that. You know, I mean, you look at who the Eagles, yes, they just lost 3 guys, but they made those guys, right? Like, they weren't this, you know, they didn't trade for huge names. They're very good at inserting into their system, plugging them in, and you know, making them good, making them all pros. And then when they become costly, they just don't pay them. And so I think that they've done a really good job at that. And I think that's where we need to ultimately get to. Because I don't want a 3-year rebuild. I mean, heck, if you look at it in the next few years, Arizona is currently the team doing the biggest rebuild. They could be the only one good within the next 3 years when Rams start to rebuild, Seahawks start to rebuild, and Niners start to rebuild, right? So
you can always jump on that.
Focus on that. Yeah, we got to jump on it.
You can always jump on the Raiders 20-year rebuild plan.
We're kind of in it. I mean, we've gotten to a couple Super Bowls, but we have no more extra trophies behind John. That, you know, unfortunately, it's. One could argue, if you're gonna be bad, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend it. Don't take that stance. You know what's been kind of boring? The NBA. Jack, you're muted, Mike.
I wanted to hear Andrew to come on and say how much better they are without LeBron and blah blah blah.
I mean, the NBA's just been kind of boring. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even the games that I do watch, it's just like, meh.
I'm just waiting for March Madness, dude.
let's talk about Thursday.
Let's go. March Madness coming up.
Let's go.
We got quite a bit of. We got some stuff going on Thursday, don't we? We're gonna hit up a morning session for which conference?
Mountain West. We're gonna watch Utah State, the #1 seed, play, and then I believe the second game is UNLV or New Mexico. We don't know the opponents yet, but
you guys gotta send
it's gonna
takes
be
from that.
rocking.
It's gonna be so sick.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. We'll send videos.
Yeah, we're excited.
So dope, dude. I wish I didn't have
Just
school.
don't mind any of the
I
bells
wish I
and
didn't have
whistles
to
in
be
the
there for my
background.
senior project.
Dang school. Next year, Jack. Next year.
Yeah,
heck yeah, dude.
I know,
So
next
next
year I'll be
year-
we were-
graduating, so we're chilling.
We were hoping to actually make the actual dance, but that didn't quite work out. So we're gonna go the week before, and then hopefully next year we'll make the dance. We'll keep it.
I don't
we'll
know.
keep
I'm telling you, I don't know that the dance is as good as you'll see. I've done both, and the dance, you're just sitting around watching games, which is incredible. But you could do that same thing this weekend, and yet you could still go catch games live, right? And next year, or in 2 years, I guess, when the Big Ten comes over, right? Now you got some good quality teams. I mean, it's a little bit of a down year in Vegas from that perspective, but I do think more and more conferences will start having their tournaments there and create that better environment. But yeah, I've done, like I said, I used to go every weekend or every year for the March Madness and go to the sports book and just watch the games, and it's fun. It's amazing, but I kind of like this weekend where you can actually go see some games live. You know, in the morning when we get there, we'll be able to watch the beginning of the SEC tournament. I think that starts. The Big 12 tournament will be on at 9 a.m. Our time. So you get to go and experience the same level of March Madness, and then go hit up a game and watch it live. I think that's kind of cool. So, poor Navy. Did you guys see the Navy highlights last night? Jack, did you see it?
Wow.
So Navy was trying to make the tournament for the first time in their history. Went 20. No, they had one conference loss, was on like a 15-game win streak.
Yeah.
And they were playing Boston in the championship. Boston tied up the game with 12 seconds left. Navy got the ball, went down and made a layup with 5 seconds left, only to have Boston hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer, and now Navy is being shipped to Iran.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so now their season's over just like that. They had 5 returning starters. I mean, they were a really solid team, and Boston University hit just beyond half court, a little between the half court and 3-point line, got an open look, hit a 3 at the buzzer, and just ended Navy's magical run. So I feel bad for those.
I mean, shout out to the teams that have made these upsets happen. Marquette ended up winning 68-62 over number 4 UConn. You ended up having BYU got that upset against Texas Tech. Texas Tech was ranked 10. BYU won 82-76.
BYU went on a 13-0 run in that second half to get the lead. That was a really cool. I don't know if you guys are watching it, but that crowd was insane at BYU. They were. I mean, remember though, Texas Tech. I mean, I feel bad for both those teams because they both lost arguably one of their best players, right? So Texas Tech lost their big man, heart of their team, best player, top. I think a lottery pick in my opinion. And then BYU lost Saunders, which is is Debasta is obviously clearly the best, but Saunders is the heart of that team too. So it'll be interesting to see how they end up. But yeah, I think BYU ended as a 10 seed in the Big 12 if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, they did.
Wisconsin upset 15 Purdue 97-93. Louisville won 92-89 over 22 Miami. George Mason ended up upsetting
Yeah, they
in a landslide, dude. They
They
beat 25 St. Louis.
Yeah, and St. Louis has been
86
one
to
of the best
57, bro.
defenses all year.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Miami, Ohio, finishing undefeated.
True. Yeah, they barely held on against Ohio.
That's crazy. I heard they have like 7 games decided by less than like 3 points, and they've won all 7.
I think Miami of Ohio is very overrated. I think they're going to lose pretty quickly in the tournament.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, look at their schedule. Like they have like,
Yeah,
I mean, they're playing like quad 3 games like every day. You know, like they have no competition, bro.
True.
Right now, Santa Clara or St. Mary's is in a close one. It's halftime right now. They're up 35-32 against Santa Clara.
So Santa Clara, I think, needs to win to solidify their they're a bubble team. So I think that if they beat St. Mary's, that would go a long way. Obviously, Gonzaga's the favorite in that conference, but I think they get 2 in for sure. But Santa Clara needs to win today to, I think, solidify their spot.
Right. Oh, buddy, I can't wait.
How many teams do you think, Jack? How many teams do you think realistically can win the championship? Like, I feel like this year there's no clear cut favorite.
I agree,
but I do think there's a good 10 teams that can realistically win this thing, right? I mean, I may say 10 or 10 to 12 even, right? Like I think you could get anywhere from a 1 seed to a 3 seed that can win this.
I don't know. I mean,
okay, let me throw a team out to you, and you tell me if they could win it in your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, UConn.
No.
Really?
No,
okay.
I don't think so. I think you kind of.
All right. St. John's.
No.
Okay, Florida.
Yes, Florida. Yeah.
Okay, Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, Duke, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Arizona. So those are your 4 1 seeds, right?
Yeah, I think.
What about Purdue? Can Purdue win?
No.
Can Illinois win?
That's close. I don't think so.
Can Iowa State win?
No.
Can Houston win?
Yeah.
Can
Ooh.
Texas Tech win?
Texas Tech? No.
All right. What about who am I leaving off here? Michigan State.
Yeah, they have Tom Izzo. I think they always have a shot.
Okay, so there's 7, 8 teams. I know I'm missing someone. You don't think Iowa State could win, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. Okay. So you're calling like 7, 8 teams probably that can.
Yeah, maybe like 7 teams or so. I think
Yeah,
Arkansas.
I think
Arkansas has a good shot too.
I think. What about Nebraska?
No, I don't think so.
So interesting fact: Nebraska's never won a tournament game.
Wow, that's crazy. Actually,
I know, right?
Whoa, I know where
And
I'm betting.
they should be able to snap that streak this year.
And here they're gonna be like a favorite to, like
Yeah, they're gonna be like a 3 seed or something.
Yeah, 3, 4 seed, somewhere in that range. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It should be interesting. I do think Illinois can win it. I think Michigan can win it. I wouldn't put it past Purdue. I'm not saying they can, but I do think they could be up there. I think Houston,
on paper, I think they have the talent, and I'd like to see Purdue do good.
Yeah, I think Iowa State's up there, man. They play some hard defense. Lipsey's got some, you put him one on. Lipsey reminds me a lot of Devin Booker. Just his ability to shoot, create. I really like him. And Florida, man, I think Florida's gonna be a tough out. You got 2 7-footers there. You got, returning national champions. You had what's his name, Sabian Lee from Yale last year over there. Championship pedigree. And like I said, even UConn. I think UConn, you put in Hurley over there, man. I mean, he's got the experience. He's got the potential. Big East is tough.
The back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think St. John's can win it either, but I do think they're a good team. Yeah. Steve Lavin over there. Who else was I thinking of? Duke. I think Duke's a maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they're for sure either. Like and especially since they have Foster injured, in the first half against UNC, and then Gunn sat out that game. So I think what I've heard is they're going to rest those guys for the ACC tournament, but
Oh, smart.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a smart play, but I mean, Duke has dominated like everybody during the regular season, and even in their 2 losses, they led by double digits in the second half. So it's
Yeah.
like based on the regular season, Duke should be able to do it, but obviously the tournament's different. It's you got to be at the top of your game, or else anybody could come in and swoop you off your feet. So I don't know. Duke is iffy to me too. I think they definitely have the capability, but I'm not like 100% set on it.
So I really, obviously I'm an Arizona fan, and I'm like excited this year because they're like number 1 or 2, I believe, in the NCAA in defensive efficiency, which is really weird to say as an Arizona fan, right? Like Arizona is like, let's outscore you. I'm worried about offense at time becoming stagnant, right? Because you have the 2 freshmen and Pete and Burries and
Burries is so good though. But they're both good, but Burries is so clutch.
Yeah, but then you also have Bradley there, and you have the Argentine whatever, I forget his last name, and then you have the big. I mean, they're good, man. I think I've been down because it seems like every season in the playoffs, Arizona is good for a letdown the last few years. But I'm pleasantly surprised. They earlier this season too, they beat number 3 Florida. They beat UConn. They beat Auburn. They beat Bama. And obviously, they beat BYU later on. And they beat Houston. And they've beaten Iowa State. So you're telling me like that's some good quality wins. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's tough to do. You've beaten number 2 Houston at the time. You've beaten, and that was in Houston. Iowa State. I mean, I just named UConn and Florida. I think those are all legitimate teams that could win it all, and you've beaten them. So they're battle tested. I definitely think they're worthy of a 1 seed. I don't think they'll get the overall 1 seed. I don't know. I don't know if Duke gets it over Arizona. I'll be honest. I think winning the Big 12. I think winning the Big 12 is more impressive than winning the ACC.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, the ACC has improved from last year, but I agree that the Big 12 is tougher still. But I mean, yeah, Duke's been number 1 over Arizona at least the last few weeks, and I think no matter what, Duke should at least, they should at least win 1 game in the ACC tournament. Like they should win the whole thing even without Foster and Gungba, but I would think Duke would still have the number 1 overall seed. But because I mean, even like with Auburn last year, like you saw Auburn, they lose their final regular season game, and then they lose first round of the SEC tournament, and so they lose 2 games to end the season, and then they still get the number 1 overall over Duke. And I was like, what? Like they just lost 2 straight, bro.
So that's the interesting part about
sense.
these. That's the interesting part about these tournaments is as an Arizona fan, as a Duke fan, like I'm cool with them losing first or second round. Like, let's not go win the Big 12. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're focused on next week at this point. Like, I don't need you to go 4 straight days of playing and getting tired and potential injuries. You got a 1 seed locked up, right? Like let's just focus on next week, right? At the end of the day, you won the regular season title. Who cares about I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, yes, it's a good feat to go 4-0 in a conference tournament, right? But really, the 4 games you want to win are in the next 2 weeks. Next 3 weeks, I guess. But,
That's fair.
I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah,
excited for
we gotta do a bracket group, a group or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll send out that link here soon.
Let's go.
Maybe next Monday we could go through it and make our picks.
Dude, that'd be so fun. We should.
Nah, because I don't need Bro or Drewski like trying to piggyback on any picks.
Yeah.
We'll let them go first.
They're already cheating and asking AI. I don't need any of that. Before we wrap up, the Niners have a massive opportunity to save not only hundreds in jersey sales, but if they draft the 6'3", 209-pound wide receiver who ran a 4.34 in the combine, they could literally save everybody who's bought a Trey Lance jersey by assigning him number 5 to his younger brother, Bryce Lance.
I still have 3, so that would be great. I'd appreciate that.
Do they still make Niners Trey Lance jerseys?
No, so the 3 that I have were from Marshalls, and there was a blowout sale because there was 9 bajillion jerseys there. So I was like, cool. I got them in like 3 different colors, right? Because I was like, cool, they're $20 each. So I was like, if I play flag football or something, I'll just wear them.
That's so funny. So yes, Niners, please help your fans sign, or at least draft Bryce Lance. Assign him number 5.
Yeah, then
nobody will even know the difference.
Nobody will know.
He could be like a 7th round pick. I'm okay with that. Just sign him for a day, just so that way I have the jersey. Because I'd rather say it's his brother than the guy we traded 2 first rounds for and didn't get nothing back in return.
The family owes us something.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of JAMM Packed. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Packed Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We are live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at JAMM Packed Podcast. We'll probably be putting up a lot of stories probably on Thursday when we're in Vegas.
Let's go.
From all of us at JAMM Packed, we hold on now. What are we holding on to? Bro, you're not even on, bro.
Hey, where are you, bro? Jeez. Come on, little bro.
Really dark room.
My goodness. We even hold on now. What are we holding on to? We ain't holding on to anything. From all of us at JAMM Packed, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you tune in to us next week. Until then, make sure you guys are safe out there. Make sure you're kind to one another, and we'll see you all next week. All right, fellas. We'll see you later.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts. So lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check, 1, 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat in the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam-packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a pod, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track.